everyone, my name is Olufike Foloronsho and you're welcome to my reality show called Hope Series. On this show today, I have an amazing woman on the show, an amazing woman. By the time we proceed, you get to know what is really amazing, what's really special about her. Good morning, Mrs. Longe. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, ma?
Very fine.
You're looking very beautiful.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so Mrs. Longe. Longe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry for
No
that.
problem.
Mrs. Longe. So, can we get to meet you, please?
Okay, my name is Longe Bolanle to Ulope,
Okay.
and I'm the CEO of BML Collections Limited. We're into manufacturing of children's shoes, sneakers, and I'm a mother of two,
Okay.
graduate of computer science with economics, now a shoe manufacturer. Thank you.
Okay. From what you sent to me, let me quickly read. You said you are an indigene of Ekiti State, an indigene of Ekiti State. You study mass communication, computer science with economics. I don't get.
Yeah, it's a double honor course in OAU.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Wow.
5-year course.
Okay. On this show, we bring people of different personalities to, share their experiences, their challenge, and their breakthrough with us, just to encourage the audience out there. So now the question is, can you just tell us the struggle? Since the time. I mean, okay. Should I say what is the as in, have you always been like this? I mean, was this how you were born?
No.
And so, can you just tell us the story
Okay.
behind?
Okay, the story actually, I was 2 years plus when I slept and woke up like this. That was December 31st.
You were 2 years old.
Plus.
Okay,
Plus. December 31st, 1988, stroke January 1st, 1989. So that was cross night. So I slept and woke up like this. Since then, I'm being the firstborn, and my parents were not that young, they were still in their 20s, so they had to keep me with my grandma. So I stayed with my grandma in Ekiti
Okay.
for 14 years. Wow. So before I moved to Lagos, when I was now so I did my primary school in Ekiti, and I don't start early. I started at the age of 7,
Okay.
and I spent only 3 years in primary school. Went to secondary school, 97. Started my secondary school in 97. From there, I spent another 4 years in secondary school. So
Wow.
I was in SS1 when I had the intention, because there was someone that they gave birth to us the same time. My mom was always like, no one, no fashion working. So I was like, we do it together.
Okay.
So when she was in SS3, I was supposed to be in SS2, but not that. So I started doing coaching, went for coaching and all that. So I did my white too with her.
Okay.
So actually I did my white. I was supposed to be in SS2 when I did my white. So from there, waited again. I passed it immediately. Waited again for another, for another 3 years before I entered Ife to study the course that I actually desired. So that was it. Then I met my husband before I entered Ife.
Wow.
So that means I started dating him at very young age.
So, sorry.
No
What
problem.
was being the kind of person you are?
Yes.
Like the kind of person you are now. What was your challenge? Like, didn't you face any challenges when you were going?
So, do you know one thing about me is that there is no how you will be around me that you feel it. I will encourage you than you encouraging me.
Okay.
That has been part of me. Then there is no how. Like what people will always say, that I smile a lot. Then I make friends easily, and there is no how you will be around me that you won't learn something from me. So all true, there was nothing like she's disabled, among my friends. I was just enjoying my time myself, and those friends are still my friends till today. So there was nothing like bully, because I will bully you first before you tell me that this is person do me happy. So I will abuse you first. So there is nothing that you can use against, so I can overpower you. So that is it. So all true, I never experienced anything like disability. But when I was 16 years, I had this thought. I looked at it around. I looked at a lot of things around, and I know that people living with disabilities used to have challenge of marriage. And from my parents, I already know that they will always have the assurance that Oma Lowo, don't mind me putting your in between so that you understand the whole gist. So like Oma Lowo, but the aspect of marriage is not something that my mom really desired. Not that she's wicked, but because she wasn't expecting what she can't get, what might not happen. So because of that, she always pray for my siblings, and my siblings are far younger than me. The one that followed me is like 7 years. I'm like
so
their
she
mother.
will pray for you, right?
Not that is wicked, but she doesn't put it in her own psychology. So I went inside naked myself at that tender age. At that 16 years, I'm already out of secondary school because I finished at the age of 15. That's why I started primary school at 7. So everything was like everything is just like delay now, but fast after. So I now went inside and I told God, I need a man that will take me for whom I am. I need a man that will accept me just the way I am. And he did not answer immediately, but he did. After like 2 years plus, I was preparing for my jam. I went, I don't know whether you know Lagos very well. For me, Bafo, now going to Ogba to go for library. That was the direction. I just want something out of the house because I was having serious distraction, and I don't want distraction. Then there was this gentleman that sat beside me, and I was like, oh, please, can you help me? There was a disturbance in my heart that to help me to do chemistry, one science course and all that, to solve a problem, and he did. And that was beside a friend and all that, before eventually he asked me out in December 2005.
Wow.
And that time, he took me a week after, he took me to his house and told his family, someone that is not up to 20 years, and told your family that this is your future wife. And they're like, and it eventually happened 2011 that we got married.
Wow.
In 2012 we have our first child. 2014 we have our second child. Not that there are no challenges in between.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I gave birth to my children through CS.
Wow.
And all that, and I was in Port Harcourt. So there are goods and the other hand. So there are a lot of things around in between. Like in 2016, like on Sunday, it was 5 years that we moved our house in Port Harcourt that we built and all that. We're so happy that thank God you are Tinilio. At least that one is only through food and all that. Then flood came 3 months after and took us out of the house. It was inside bath that my husband put me, put my children and all that. So this is another side of life. So there are a lot of challenges, but it was even in between the challenges of coming out of your house because flood is sending you out and you are going out that you learned how to make shoes.
Wow.
So some challenges push you to a particular level.
Yeah.
And it was this same in between that we sold all our cars.
Wow.
Because we are having challenges. And eventually things turn around again. So life is just full of ups and downs. So that's it.
Okay, let's move to the part of your business,
Okay.
your company,
Okay.
BML.
BML.
Okay, so let's move to that part. How did you get into that
Okay.
BML? What is the story there?
Yeah, that is what I said, that it was in between those challenges. Because as a graduate of computer science with economics and I finished with 2-1, I was unable
Wow.
to get a job.
Wow.
Though I was giving birth and I was taking care of my children, but I still feel that there's one part of me that is not fulfilled. So every day, that's why I was driving. Once I'm driving like this, I would just be thinking, God, what can I do with my life, this thing? Then on my 30th birthday, and I praise God, oh, thank you that I'm alive and all that. Oh God, what is the next phase of my life? I don't know what to do in my life. That was like almost 7 years of graduating and doing nothing. Then he said, wait. So when we now had that flood that we moved out, that was when like I went to learn. I started from on this skill, what is it called? All these skill acquisitions and all those acquisition and all these skill empowerment program. So we redeem member.
Okay.
So there was a church under our own province that was doing what is it called? Was organizing a program like that. So my husband saw it on our platform. I was like, no, you need to attend this program. So I went for the program. 2 weeks. No, it's supposed to be 2 weeks. Though we did 1 week and some days because Baba was coming to Port Harcourt and they need to stop the program so that people can attend the program that Baba was coming for. So now, among like now all the students that did that program, I was the overall best. So they gave me the sewing machine and the first empowerment kit and all that. So that was how I started with. So I was coming with like move like bag one bag. Like I was doing the bag and I was okay. Then my husband came one day. I'm like, people can do without bag, but they can't do without shoe. I think you need to learn shoe. So that was how I went to learn how to make shoe. And really, it was to make everything, like to do adults and all that generally. Then my daughter does not have shoe, so my husband was really forcing me that you must make shoe for my. Told my oga said my wife must make shoe. I won't buy shoe again. My wife must. So we did cortina. This something like this for her then. Okay. So I know that hey, it's so beautiful. It's very fun. They can't fikini pariwo díẹ̀ lórí Facebook, so we put it on Facebook like do you remember days of butter, do you remember this, we just put the story like hey, I need one, I need to, and I was having like 30 orders as someone that is still under somebody, and it was like that. People, and I saw something on Facebook, please can you, and I don't even know much about you, I'm still learning. I was still learning, so that was it. And my oga started calling me Mama Cortina. I think this is your calling. So I think this is it. So, and since then, anything I do around children, I don't get struggle. There is no struggle like that. So that was how I carved the niche. And 2018, we registered the business as a limited liability company. Then last year, we got the BML to be approved to have a trademark. So now it's a trademark. It's an approved trademark in Nigeria.
Wow. So you made all this?
Yes.
You did this, including this?
Yes, everything.
Wow.
We did everything. We have a factory in 11.
Wow, can I see this?
Yes, we have a factory in 11.
Wow.
That produce maybe children's shoes and sneakers like this. So that's what we do. And we have people that are working for us.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Okay, looking at everything that you've said so far, looking at your experiences and everything, I just wanted to, encourage people out there. One of the story that you said that really touched me is the aspect of, the marital aspect that you said, your mom, at a point your mom wasn't even praying for you, like she was not expecting due to the the physical appearance now. So there's one thing people should know is that most times physical appearance doesn't really matter.
Sure.
Every one of us, there's this stuff inside we have, so we should look beyond our physical disabilities, our physical appearance, the way we look, the way people say we look. So if we really want to get that thing, if we really want to, and at the point you said at 16 you were telling God you had to go naked, and you were telling God you are going to get married to, it's kind of your own belief. It's a mindset that even others are not having it, though it's the norms that people with disabilities, they don't have this, they don't have that, but you are going to get it. And that really, really touched me. That really inspired me. So I just want you to, encourage people out there that are watching or that are listening to us, looking at you, looking at your story, how you've been able to, just hold yourself up. How you said it happened when you were 2 years and 2 years plus, and since then now you are 30, if I'm right. 35. Wow. And you are doing and you are doing good, you are doing fine despite the challenges. I know that you are trying to you're trying to short your stories. I know it will take a whole long days if you are to say everything that you've really gone through. You have to say everything you've gone through. So I just want you to encourage people watching you out there, just to encourage them, just to tell them they can be what they actually dream to be. Like, you are doing fine with your business, you are doing fine, very, very fine. The first time I saw you on Instagram, I was like, wow, who is this woman doing something so amazing? And I saw the factory, I saw all the products. I was like, this is so amazing, this is wonderful. So I just want you to encourage someone that might be having a challenge out there, someone that might be going through a lot of challenge out there. I want you to encourage them.
Okay. Like, life is full of ups and downs. Life is not on a straight curve. but there are some things that comes like blessing in disguise. There are some troubles, challenges that face that are actually blessings in. As I said earlier, that we had flood. It was after that flood I got to learn shoemaking. So like if I was in my comfort zone, I wouldn't have even come out. So there are some things that God allowed to happen, so that will bring us out of our comfort zone, so that we'll be able to fulfill His own purpose, not our own will, His own will. So please embrace challenges, and what in it, do something, push forward, and don't give up. That is it. Don't give up. Then expect better things to happen. Don't think that, oh, since that you just sit down, just like as the leg just like that, I just sit down like that. And I say, no, I don't limit myself. Where you don't expect people that are physically challenged, you see me there. Sometimes in Abuja, once you come, I'm there. I'm like 1 or 2. I don't care whether you see me or not. I'm there. The only difference is just that with 2 legs and with 4 legs. Well, no, I care less. So please push forward. Dream big, bigger than you. That dream that will make you to cry. Many times I've cried. I say, God, why will you give me a dream that is bigger than me? Yeah, and you find out that I cry, God, please, how will I achieve this? Even up till now, I'm still crying, God, how will I achieve this? It's bigger than me. So you must have a dream that will make you to cry and say, God, this is bigger than me. And that is what we say, what we call big, thinking big. Please think big. And somehow, as long as you put your heart in it, as long as you tell God that, please, I'm harmless. I can't do it by myself. Please help me. He will surely help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Longe. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for being on this show. To my wonderful and beautiful audience, wherever we are watching Hope Series 4, I want you to know that hearing from her, from Mrs. Longe, I want you to know that you can be whatever you want to be. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter the challenges you are facing. It doesn't matter whatever stories that is behind. Like, it doesn't really matter your background. What matters is you believe in God, you believe in yourself, that you can be whatever you want to be. And you need a right mindset. Yes, you need a right mindset to be able to, achieve something, to be able to really believe in yourself. I know sometimes it's not easy. Yes, it's not easy. I've been there. I know it's not easy. Sometimes, you wake up and it seems you are alone. There is nobody to call. There is nobody to tell things. But I want you to know that God is always there with you. Is always there. Even in that challenge that you are facing, God is always there with you. And don't forget always that you can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be. You just need to think it. You just need to imagine. Like, I remember several times I used to imagine myself doing this. And I've imagined a lot of big personalities. I've imagined opera. I've imagined a lot of people that I've read about their stories. A lot of people, because I love biographies. I love to read biographies. So I've read about a lot of people that are doing great at it. I will one day want to bring on this show. Like, sometimes it might not really look as if it's achievable. That is it. It might not really look as if I can do it or you can do it. But you just have to keep a positive mindset. So it doesn't really matter where you are now. What matters is where you are going. So I am encouraging you, using Mrs. Longe's story, that you can be whatever you want to be. She's an MD. She owns a very big company here in Ibadan that is doing well. And if you want to reach out to her, she has a very good fabrics, a very good product. If you want to reach out to her, you can go on our Instagram page, BML Connections. You can reach her. You can also reach up to me if you want to reach her anyhow you want to do it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming, ma. Bye-bye.